Hi guys, I'm Kat, and I want to welcome you back to video 5 of my 13 Days of Halloween series. This creature is commonly known as a Grey, a type of alien, and it is rumored that years ago in the 1950s, one crash-landed in a desert in Arizona and was brought to a top-secret military base that is commonly known as Area 51. So I'm on to my second pack of skeletons, and I'm going to cut this one free and cut the loop off his head as with all of them. Then I'm going to break this alien apart, and I do mean all the way apart. I'm going to pull the rib cage away. I'm going to pull the legs off by cutting off the stump on the inside. Then I'm cutting off the arms and the very top tab below the neck. And also, to make this alien have slimmer hips than humans, I'm cutting off the sides of the pelvis. Keep those little pieces though, you're going to use those later. Go on ahead and cut off the tabs that hold the legs in place, and then break off the legs a little more by cutting them off at the knees and cutting the arms off at the elbows. We also have to make some changes to the rib cage. So I cut off the bottom 2 ribs and throw those away. You will see that this can fit right back onto the rib cage as it did before. For the toes, I'm going to cut off the first and the last toe, and I'm also going to cut some of the inside of it so that they splay out a little bit more. The hands are splayed pretty well already, so I'm just going to cut off the first and last finger. Now, looking at the bones from our legs and arms, we're going to do a simple switch. So the arms will be longer and the legs will be shorter. Glue the rivets from the pelvis onto the sides of the head, and then we're going to wipe that grit off its face by using a file to sand away the teeth. Use a knife and cut a slit in where the mouth should go. And then I use tweezers to hollow out the eyes, as I've done with previous videos. I also use the knife to cut open the skull. This is just to give it the appearance of a bigger head. I cut it and I spread it. Then, to make the shoulders a little more narrow, I cut off the very top portion of those and sanded them out. And to flesh this alien in, I couldn't use the foam rollers and pencil grips like I did with the mummy, simply because those will have too much of a waterlog problem. So instead, in order to make it watertight, I'm using hot glue. I used about 3 sticks for the whole alien. I loosely shaped some tissue for the arms and legs, and then I filled in just the gaps in the rib cage. I also covered up that little tab that was on the bottom of the neck, and then I filled in the very top of the rib cage as well. I connected the legs in place, not at the sides of the hips, but at the bottoms. This way they hang more freely, and it doesn't give it as wide a hip structure. Then I'm using glue to connect the pelvis to the ribs. I'm simply shaping it around in a circle and allowing it a few seconds to dry before drawing the next line. Go slowly, but to be honest, this whole process took less than 30 minutes. To connect the shoulders to the neck, and also some along the ridges at the side of the head to better connect those to the chin, and also filled in the gap right there where I broke the head in half. If you're unhappy with the way this looks, or if it's a little too lumpy for you, you can use the sides of the hot glue gun to smooth it out. And next, I'm going to paint this with nail polish. I'm using nail polish because nail polish does not normally come off in water. It can chip a little bit, but it doesn't fade out the way paint does. Now at first I started with a metallic gray, but then later I changed to a matte gray. I'm using more hot glue to shape the inside of the eyes, making them bulge out a little bit. And then I went back to the Dollar Tree for a 5-pack of ornaments. Now you can use the ornaments if you want, but I paid $1 for the container. I'm also going to use 2 containers of these floral gel beads. I got the clear ones, but they were also available in purple, pink, and I'm pretty sure I saw 1 yellow. I'm going to use the clear. My ornaments was cleaned out. I cut it down to 7 inches and added about 2 inches of beads at the bottom. Then I placed my alien on top, making sure to center it, and added beads all around it. Finally, I poured water over it. And if you're going to recreate this project, I highly suggest that you read the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned tomorrow for my 6th day of my 13 days of Halloween. Bye.